What's up?
It's the largest competitor-oriented motorsports event in the world.
I've been looking forward to this for about 10 years to actually make it out here.
It's day one, and we are going to where?
Scca Solo Nationals out in Lincoln, Nebraska. We are driving into Orlando to pick up Ian, the owner of the car, and a buddy of mine, picking up the C5Z06. It's going to be a fun drive up through the mountains and into the Midwest where you'll see lots of corn.
Yeah.
And there'll be more corn, and probably something else, but mostly corn.
Yeah, Ian. So you won your class last year, right?
Yes, I did. That felt really good. It was really fun co-driving with Ed last year and doing that. We were all on the waiting list, and we didn't find out we were going till, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, so this has been a pretty mad rush to put a trip together.
Borrowing parts off of friends' cars, they get the car up to par.
Yeah, we still didn't get all the bits and pieces we need, so this will be interesting to see if we can see if we're even in the mix. But I think we said the same thing last year. Are we even going to be in the mix? And then we won, so.
We just got to check in, register, and then we can go fix what's broken on the car's wiring, and then we're going to go do some practice sessions this afternoon.
Ed's finally here.
Ed's finally here.
It is day one of racing. Ed and Ian are going to be racing today, but it's been raining all night. Still raining, so how are you feeling about the rain, Ed?
I'm looking forward to it. We just got the car out of the trailer, got it all set up, ready to go. Went to pull it over to grid, and it was running really bad. Sounded like it had a miss in it. Pulled it back in. We're thinking it's either bad gas or a bad O2 because it threw an O2 sensor for bank one. So yeah.
Had some pretty big weather delays, teetering on the edge of wet weather tires versus dry weather tires. So we've still got a couple of puddles, which if those puddles weren't there, I'd have the dries on the car right now. But we're also getting weather alerts saying it's going to rain in 20 minutes. We're going to run in about 20 minutes, so I think we're at this point committed to the wets, at least for our first runs. See how it goes.
Off the day, obviously, with the rain. We quickly realized that was not the correct tire to be on. So we did a mad dash, swapped over all the tires, and then, it came down to third run. I kept it clean and put down 6th trophy position, so I'll take it.
That was fun and nerve-wracking. I think my blood pressure went up a little. Second run, I had some big errors, but I think I knew it wasn't going to matter. Ed put it down, and actually that put some stress on me, man. So I knew that I had to have a clean run. I was overly timid, but I'm pretty stoked. Sitting in second, so that's I think that's much better than any of us thought we'd be.
course today is a lot more technical. I'm very curious to see how the car stacks up being under prepped and on, you know, a completely different setup than everybody else. Just have to drive and see what happens.
We didn't think we'd be in the mix, you know, coming here. This was supposed to be just a fun year. So being in the mix kind of puts added stress. So nobody pays attention to second. Go out and drive the hell out of it.
.3 of a second. So Ed now to P5. So Ed with a great run once again, probably fighting off those breaks. He finds 0.3 of a second to stay in the trophy. Doesn't he have anything for Casino? 65, 327. That's enough to move Johnson back. But Stewart, as the Corvettes, trying to take over the top podium spot.
Ian, you're second.
Fifth, baby!
Look, yeah!
First trophy!
Yeah! Every corner on course was a question of, will it stop or will it not?
You sometimes had to pump the pedal. Sometimes you got to pedal right when you went for it. I guessed it wrong at least 2 corners every run. My final run, I really overshot a corner, maybe 3/4 of a second on that one.
You know, you just didn't know what pedal you were going to get, so you kind of stabbed your right foot and hoped.
I'm pretty excited, because I mean, we really just built this thing, and we spent an entire year building the STR car that won last year. So I think that it's going to be a really rock solid car next year.
For sure, showing up in a completely untested car. It was freaking awesome. To come out in a car in a class that I've never run and I've never really consistently ran on Hoosiers before, to finish 5th is really awesome. It feels great.
It is Thursday morning, John's big day.
Yeah, here we go. Once we can fix the car, I can race it.
Yeah, that's true. Brakes are currently broken. Gonna do a course walk so he knows where the fuck he's going. How you feeling after a couple course walks?
I don't think I'm gonna get lost.
That's
hopefully.
important.
Well, hopefully we get the car fixed. I'm gonna go in about an hour and pick up the new master cylinder. She from Dynasty Racing and I are gonna install it, bleed it, and hopefully it fixes our issue and I can be ready to race.
Yeah, me and Chi got the part put in, bled, everything this morning. Car seems back to normal now. I'm excited. I've been wanting to do this for like 10 years and I get to come out here in the Z06 and drive it like a freaking sledgehammer. This is not an SSM car. I mean, I feel comfortable with the car, but I have no delusions of grandeur here. I'm gonna go out and have fun. If I do good, I do good. As long as I don't dead last, then I'll be happy. I am going to send the bones. I will send all the bones.
sponsored entirely by crippling debt. I can get behind that every day of the week. I think we have the same sponsor.
But I'm kind of annoyed that I made a stupid mistake trying to tie two good runs together on data. As much as you want it, you can't always tie it together. So, you know, I made a mistake. It cost me 7 spots. So I'm going to go in tomorrow, you know, sitting about 1.5 seconds back from where I want to be at. My goal is just to finish dead center of the pack. Out of 20 cars, I want to finish 10th. Especially racing a car that's not built for the class, it's built for the class under this. You know, you can't really play with the suspension at all, can't play with the bar at all. I mean, all we can do is play with tire pressures. There's not much else we can really do with it. I mean, just try to drive it a little bit better tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. The rain, but it didn't rain as much as I wanted it to. We were kind of in between. We ended up running on the wets the whole time. I just made that decision because I don't think I could have gone faster on the A7s. It was real loose. My last run would have been a pretty sizable improvement, you know, 2.5 seconds or something like that, according to the data, had I not slid out and I took out 5 cones with the side of the car, and it took me time to recover. So those 5 cones plus the slide, it just absolutely murdered my time. A little disappointed I didn't get up. My target was to finish dead center in the pack. So I mean, I finished 16th out of 20th. It's my first time at Nationals. This was my first week driving the car. And, you know, it is what it is. So I've had fun. And now we have a 1,443 mile haul back to Orlando to drop this car off, and then another 40 miles to drop the trailer off, and then another 190 miles to drop us off back in Pompano Beach. So